laugh left footprints where the bouncers are. I count the stems in a cut crystal row and let the last of you start to go. That empty chair beside the piano keeps its shape in the dark. I used to reach there without thinking. Now I watch my hands find the park. I'm letting you fade, slow and clean. I'm letting you fade out of me. That empty chair can keep the night. I'm learning how to hold what's right. I'm letting you fade, slow and clean. And something here still chooses me. The bartender stacks the final white cup. Moon on the mirror is pulling up. I fold the hurt like a napkin square. Leave it by the keys and leave it there. No more rehearsing what went wrong. Just one soft truth carried along. That empty chair beside the piano isn't a wound, it's a line. I can pass by it without falling. I can keep my heart in time. I'm letting you fade, slow and clean. I'm letting you fade out of me. That empty chair can keep the night. I'm learning how to hold what's right. I'm letting you fade, slow and clean. And something here still chooses me. If love comes honest, I'll let it in. No more chasing a ghost in silk. I want the kind that stays awake when the room goes still and I've gone blank. Let the old ache lose its claim. I can be soft without the blame. I'm letting you fade, slow and clean. I'm letting you fade out of me. That empty chair can keep the night. I'm learning how to hold what's right. I'm letting you fade, slow and clean. And something here still chooses me. Beside the piano, I leave it there. The kettle made its small, kind sound while the whole house held its breath. Your cup left a ring on the counter like a coin from another year. I stood by the sink in my bare feet, counting the cracks in the tile. You said stay here a minute, and the night loosened its hands. We can begin again, hand in hand again. Grief can bend and brighten. What we love still lights the room. We can begin again, step by step again. If I tremble, stay near me. We still have a road to choose. On the back step, the rain kept falling and the path went dark and thin. There was one set of footprints, then nothing where the water slid in. I thought of every borrowed laugh, every plate we passed around, how your voice made the bad days smaller, how my name sounded like home. We can begin again, hand in hand again. Grief can bend and brighten. What we love still lights the room. We can begin again, step by step again. If I tremble, stay near me. We still have a road to choose. Let the ache keep its true name, let the tender parts remain. We don't have to outgrow the sorrow, just carry what it changed. We can begin again, hand in hand again. Grief can bend and brighten. What we love still lights the room. We can begin again, step by step again. If I tremble, stay near me. We still have a road to choose. You found me on the balcony, one hand on the rail. City sleeping below us, like a book with every page held still. I had my truth in pieces, hidden in my sleeve. Smiled like I meant it lightly, but my eyes kept learning to leave. Candlelight crossed your shoulder, then your cheek, then back again, like it was checking what I'd lost and what I'd never say. I almost made a joke of it, almost let it pass, but the air between your questions was a mirror made of a glass. So I let the quiet open, let my guard come down. If I turn and tell you now, can you hold what I have found? I'm done pretending, I'm done pretending. If I want you, I'll say it plain. I'm done pretending. flame. One moment soft as linen, and sharp enough to change my name. I've been building all my answers out of careful little lies, but your silence had a way to it that finally made me wise. So I told you how I trembled when your hand brushed mine that day, how I kept my wanting folded till it started giving me away. You didn't rush to fill it, you just let me breathe. Then you tipped your head and listened like I was a door unclasped at the seam. And all the doubt I carried started loosening its chain. When you said my truth was welcome, it sounded like my own last name. I'm done pretending, I'm done pretending. If I want you, I'll say it plain. I'm done pretending, I'm done pretending. Let the honest part remain. I want the shape of your tomorrow, not a flicker, not a stain. I'm done pretending, I'm done pretending, and I'm staying in your name. Now the balcony is quieter, even the glass is asleep, but your hand has found my hand again, and it stays with me. I don't need to be certain to know where I belong. If this is the long beginning, then I've been brave all along. I'm done pretending, I'm done pretending. If I want you, I'll say it plain. I'm done pretending, I'm done pretending. Let the honest part remain. I want the shape of your tomorrow, where your laughter leaves a stain. I'm done pretending, I'm done pretending, and I'm staying in your name. Candlelight on your face, soft as a vow I never planned. The whole dark city listening while I choose your open hand. The chairs are up, the glass is dry. Your name sits quiet in the corner light. A coat forgot beside the door, like someone planned to come back for more. I count the clicks of the closing lock and hear my own steps keep missing yours. I came embraced for the usual ache, for the empty booth and the aftertaste, but you stayed in the shape of the room, soft as a chord that knows me through. You were here all along in the still of the room. You were here all along in the way I stood near you. Not a spark, not a storm, just a hand I could trust. You were here all along, and I finally saxophone leans in and sighs like it knows what I won't say tonight. Your laugh returns in the sugar bowl, in the ring of a spoon, in the blue back wall. I used to chase the loud and bright, but your steady gaze kept changing the light. Now the restlessness loosens its grip like a tide going calm around my ribs. I don't have to reach past what is true, and the whole of the room is pointing to you. You were here all along in the still of the room. You were here all along in the way I stood near you. Not a spark, not a storm, just a hand I could trust. You were here all along, and I finally heard it. And if I shook at the edge of this, it was only because I was close to this. All that wandering wore me thin, but your open eyes let the night begin. You were here all along in the still of the room. You were here all along, and my heart turned toward you. Not a spark, not a storm, just a hand I can trust. You were here all along, and I'm home in it now. You were here all along in the cold by the door, in the quiet you kept when I asked for more. Not a spark, not a storm, just the truth I can hold. You were here all along, and I'm letting you in. Sunday in the record room, dust on the sleeves. I fold your name between the spines like it could still breathe. The turntable waits, quiet as rain. I touch the cover art and feel the shape of what we became. I found that receipt tucked in the book, same little fare, same slanted hook. I read it slow, then let my hands rest. What was a wound can still have a witness. I let it go, I let it go. Soft as paper out the door. I let it go, I let it go, and bless the part that held me more. You love that old club on the riverside. I hear you laugh in the brass line, and the room gets still. It comes back clear, not like a ghost, just something dear. I used to keep every small receipt like proof of pain, folded neat. Now I see love was never small. It took its leave, but it gave its all. still have a witness. I let it go, I let it go, I let it go. Soft as paper out the door. I let it go, I let it go, I let it go. And bless the part that held me more. Sunday light on the record room floor. I don't ask for you to hurt me anymore. I set the page by the sleeve and the key, and thank the egg for carrying me. Lobby wears its polish like a borrowed suit. Your suitcase leans beside me, quiet as a truce. The clock above the concierge keeps losing time, and I keep finding your hand when I lose mine. A pianist in the corner turns the air to silk. The glass of water trembles, but I stay still. Your coat on the chair, my name in your gaze. We are two tired roads at the end of our maze. I know that look you wear so well, the one that says you've run through hell. But here in this small circle of light, we can leave the old weight here tonight. Begin again with me, begin again. One brave breath and then begin again. Leave the old ache by the revolving doors. Begin again with me once more. Begin again with me. Don't ask how, just take my hand right here, right now. The night can keep what we outgrow. Begin again with me and let it go. Bellhop chipped white cup, like you're checking if hope might show up. I see it land, soft as rain on tile, not loud, not grand, just your almost smile. And there it is, that steady spark, not a flash, but a place to start. We don't need perfect, we just need true. A first small step for me and you. Begin again with me. Begin again. One brave breath and then begin again. Leave the old ache by the revolving doors. Begin again with me. Once more, begin again with me. Don't ask how, just take my hand right here, right now. The night can't keep what we outgrow. Begin again with me and let it go. The sax leans in like a friend at the bar, says every scar can be a guiding star. We don't have to name every broken thing, just walk to the edge of what tomorrow brings. Begin again with me. Begin again. One brave breath and then begin again. Leave the old ache by the revolving doors. Begin again with me. Once more, begin again with me. Don't ask how, just take my hand right here, right now. The night can keep what we outgrow. Begin again with me and let it go. The meter ticks low in the backseat hush. Your coat on my knees, my pulse in a crush. Rain writes on the glass, thin silver lines. Candlelight drifts across your face in time. You look at the door, then back at me, like a held breath, waiting to leave. My hand finds your hand just for this ride. Just one more circle before the goodbye. Slow dance in the taxi rain. Slow dance, let it name the pain. Candlelight moves across your face. I learn your goodbye at a gentle pace. Slow dance, one last turn, soft as the rain, while the summer burns. The driver stays dim and the road rolls on. You laugh comes and goes like a fading song. We don't build a case, we don't make it hard. We just let the dark fold up the card. You squeeze my fingers like you need stay, then loosen your grip and drift away. The sax in the back finds a tender line, and the whole small night starts to unwind. Slow dance in the taxi rain. Slow dance, let it name the pain. Candlelight moves across your face. I learn your goodbye at a gentle pace. Slow dance, one last turn, soft as the rain, while the summer burns. If I said stay, you'd only smile like you already knew the shape of the mile. So I hold still, let the moment breathe. You lean your head and remember me. Slow dance in the taxi rain. Slow dance, and I won't call your name. Candlelight moves across your face. I let your goodbye take its place. Oh, slow dance, one last turn, soft as the rain, while the summer burns. Slow dance till the block runs dry. Then you slip from my hand, and I let you go. Goodbye. The chairs are on the tables, and the room is almost mine. Your name still sits on my tongue like a coin I never spent. Rain tracing silver lines across the front window glass. I watch the last train leave, and I let the quiet past come back through this door. Let the old hurt fade. I know your hands, I know your name. Come back through this door. Stay a while, stay. Rain on the glass turns into grace. You said we outgrew the fire, then you laughed and looked away. I kept the little receipt Now the same lamp, same booth, hold a softer kind of light. I don't need forever, I just need tonight. Come back through this door, let the old hurt fade. I know your hands, I know your name. Come back through this door, stay a while, stay. Rain on the glass turns into grace. The sax says what I want, the room leans into here. I was a house with one cold lamp, now you're standing near. Not asking for the years, just asking for your face. And every drop that hits the pane feels like it found its place. Come back through this door, let the old hurt fade. I know your hands, I know your name. Come back through this door, stay a while, stay. Rain on the glass turns into grace. Come back through this door, I'm here, I've waited. Rain on the glass turns into grace. Chairs are up on tables, one glass left by the sink. You ask if I'm still here, like you forgot to think. I laugh and move the ashtray. You set your keys down slow. The room is almost empty, but it's not letting go. Stay a little while, stay a little while. Your name feels safe tonight. Stay a little while. The candle on the counter keeps leaning in your face. It moves so soft, I notice how I know that line of grace. You talk about your long day, I answer with a smile. And something in the silence stops acting like denial. Stay a little while, stay a little while. Your name feels safe tonight. Stay a little while. I came in with my shadow, I almost left alone, and your hand brushed the matches and changed the whole room's tone. Rust on the sleeves, blue on the glass. I sorted the albums by your silence, tried not to let my own spill past. You asked me once what I was feeling. I smiled like it was nothing new, but every knot was just a cover for what I never told to you. I kept it tucked away, folded in my pride. Now the truth is sitting here with nowhere left to hide. I should have said your name when it still felt safe. Instead I let the quiet win and watch the moment change. The little speaker by the hallway played that polite hotel refrain. Then the elevator doors kept closing, like they already knew my name. I heard the chords go thin and distant, felt how small my answers were. All that time I called it caution, when it was fear in a tailored shirt. I kept it tucked away, folded in my pride. Now the truth is sitting here with nowhere left to hide. I should have said your name when it still felt safe. Instead I let the quiet win and watch the moment change. But here in the crack of Sunday, with the bass line moving slow, I can see how much I cost us by refusing what I know. So if you'll let me, I'll come clean. No polish, no defense, just the bruise beneath my manners and the part I buried then. I was wrong to call it careful when it only made us strain. Now I'm standing at the doorway, trying honesty again. If there's any room in your morning, any breath left in this hall, I'll say the truth and leave it open, even if I lose it all. On the balcony the rail is cool, moon on the tile, a porcelain pool. Below the city folds its breath into windows, curtains, sleep in depth. You ask me why I keep the book. I say for the page I almost shook. A taxi receipt bent at the edge, where I pressed my thumb like a small pledge. I used to leave before I learned how calm can feel when it returns. You sit there slow, you let me be. No need to rescue me. Safe beside you, safe beside you. My heart can rest here. Safe beside you, you hold still. You hold the room, and all my old storms learn something new. That little yellow slip still waits between a poem and an old date. Your fingers trace the torn out line like you were reading back my spine. I laughed at how the ink had blurred, how time can keep the smallest words, and yet the page did not let go. It kept the night, it kept the glow. I came with echoes in my coat, a bag of names I could not vote. You set them down like borrowed keys and gave the silence back to me. Safe beside you, safe beside you. My heart can rest here. Safe beside you, you hold still. You hold the room, and all my old storms learn something new. I thought a soft hand meant goodbye, door half open asking why, but you stayed through the ordinary, the folded socks, the chipped ashtray, the balcony hums, the sax goes low, the sleeping avenues below, and I don't need to outrun the shape my life has come from. Safe beside you, safe beside you, beside you. My heart can rest here. Safe beside you, the book stays open. Ooh, the page stays true. I keep the receipt, and I keep you. Safe beside you, safe beside you, beside you. At last I know what peace can do. Sunday leans in slow, dust on the record shelf. Your hands on the sleeve, mine learning to help. The room keeps its hush, blue cups bend paper grain. Candlelight drifts not set down. You touched my wrist, and the heart edge settled now. Begin again with me. Begin again with me. We can carry what remains and leave room for our names. Begin again with me. Begin again with me. What we lost can stay behind. What we saved still has time. The armchair remembers every laugh, every sigh. A sleeve of old smoke still rising in the light. I thought grief was a door that only opened one way, but your breath beside mine makes another path today. I still hear the days that fell apart on the floor. Yet your quiet smile makes me reach for more. Begin again with me. Begin again with me. We can carry what remains and leave room for our names. Begin again with me. Begin again with me. What we lost can stay behind. What we save still has time. Let the silence rest, let the broken cups be. Not every missing thing was meant to stay with me. I can thank the rain for teaching us to bend, and thank the blue dawn for bringing us back again. Begin again with me. Begin again with me. We can carry what remains and leave room for our names. Begin again with me. Begin again with me. What we lost can stay behind. What we saved still has time. Rain marks the window pane like soft coins falling slow. I stand by the sink alone, watching the hallway glow. Your coat hangs by the chair, mine folded in the dark. on the silver thrifted book, with your receipt inside. It says the date, the fair, a block from Mercer Street. I keep it where the page has been, like proof we used to meet. And every line I read feels less like leaving now, feels like a door unlatched in a tired apartment. Begin again together. Begin again together. My hand found yours tonight. Begin again together. The cups are clean at last, the ashtray turned to glass. Your laugh returns in pieces when the rain moves past. I used to call it done, the hush, the split, the cold. And now your sweater on the rail feels like a name I know. You say don't ask for perfect, I say I can try. The city trembles underneath, and still we rise inside. A cab light slips below the window, yellow blind. It passes, and I think we still have time. Begin again together. Begin again together. My hand found yours tonight. Begin again together. Open the book again. Let the paper show that even rainy endings can learn a softer role. Begin again together. Begin again together. My hand found yours tonight. Begin again together. Sunday morning, slow and pale. Record room, the door half latched. Dust and rings on vinyl sleeves. Your coat still folded in the chair. Morning light on the unmade table. One cold cup, one cracked blue plate. I kept my eyes on the grooves, like they might say your name. Then your key turned soft, and the whole room changed. There you are. There you are, right in the like prayer. You stood there, small smile first, then that look I know by heart. All the miles went loose at once, like a knot in borrowed thread. I didn't need a grand parade, just your hands on the record stack. I heard the room go bright in the quiet between our words. The sax leaned in slow, like it knew what we both heard. There you are, there you are, right in the ordinary, yeah. There you are, there you are, love coming back like prayer. And all that distance was only weather passing through the glass. Now the morning fits together like the last song played at last. There you are, there you are, right in the ordinary, yeah. There you are, there you are, love coming back like prayer. There you are, there you are, at the unmade table. There you are, there you are, there you are, and I'm home when you stay there.